Dude, my friend sent me some tweet from some fat woman. It was like,
let's read it.
Fat women love, like, the fat activists love using capital letters more than like anyone else. They're always like, "Don't you fucking dare!" And it's because their fingers are heavier, so they hit the keys harder.
It's true. That's how you fatly type.
Yeah. But yeah. Let me see if I can find this post that they sent me. Because what's been funny, because they took a huge L with the pandemic, because like this shit started, and they're like, the people that are mainly at risk are big fatzos.
Yeah.
And they've spent the last like
big type of bitches.
Yeah, they've spent the last couple of years cheese lighting people into believing that
cheese lighting.
Yeah. Well, that's when a fat person is trying to trick you into thinking that they're grease lighting everyone into. Yeah, here we go. This woman says, if everyone's vaccinated by June, July, the fat phobia this summer will be beyond intolerable. It's been terrible, but y'all will truly show zero respect. I can feel it.
What?
Please don't be that person. Imagine being so fat that your body can travel through time. Her stomach reaches into the future and it can tell.
I don't understand that take though. That they want that the quarantine was good for stopping fat phobia.
The take is being mad about something that hasn't happened yet, and then the follow up tweet. Because if that one wasn't already, like, psychotic enough.
It's demented.
Yeah. You fuckers are going to let people feel alive and beautiful and safe and free in their bodies. Bodies that kept them going during a pandemic. Don't you dare shame them. 2-piece swimsuits for everyone.
What the fuck is she talking about?
I don't know, dude.
What does that even mean?
Yeah, I mean, it's like somebody should just interrupt this one and be like, "Do you need like a fig Newton? Can I get you maybe a couple of goldfish?"
Oh God,
yeah.
I feel like fat women also took a slight L because the Karen thing was coded. Because most of them were also big type of bitches too.
Were they though?
I had a feeling. I got that feeling. Maybe I'm wrong about that.
I thought they all were like, kind of like maybe dumpy by virtue of being in their 40s, but then like, you know, with train hair. That's what I imagine a lot of them, like fucking drops of Jupiter kind of look.
Like the band Train.
Yeah. That weird like forward swoop bullshit. Why do women get that haircut?
I think it's like if you're a woman in the Midwest, you hit 35, you get that haircut.
We should nuke the Midwest.
I do not care about the Midwest.
They should put Israel in the middle of like Minnesota.
I would love to see an intifada between fat women and the IDF.
Yeah,
I think that should be the next.
That's the thing is like the people would be fine with Israel if they were just oppressing a type of people that nobody liked.
Exactly.
Which is women from the Midwest.
The Palestinians are far too likable.
Yeah. No, they are, dude. They got the best keffiyeh. It makes me feel like I'm on a picnic.
I watched this documentary last night on chronic fatigue syndrome, also known as myelitis encephalomyelitis something. Fucking
sounds stupid.
It's one of these fake diseases that only women get.
Like ovarian cancer.
No, like fibromyalgia or fucking
some thyroid shit.
What's fibromyalgia?
They're diseases
that sounds real.
The diseases that have no like biological markers, basically. So there's no physical symptoms. It's just like my body hurts and I'm tired, and then they like keep going to the doctor, and the doctor's like, "Yeah, you have encephalogilus myelogilobodius."
John Lithgow.
They're like, I knew it. I knew I was chronically ill, and that I should be in bed every day. And now, like, it's for whatever reason. All of these people who have this disease happen to live lives where not going to work is an option.
Right.
Where staying in bed all day fucking long is a viable option.
Yeah.
Granted, it's a huge burden on the people around them that love them, but it's still a fucking option.
Right.
And I watched this documentary last night. Now I could be wrong.
Yeah, you probably are.
In 2 years, we could find out that there is some kind of evidence that these diseases exist. But I will still call them fake because I don't like any of the people that have these diseases.
What did they do to you, man?
Nothing.
Are you mad they figured out an even bigger grift than podcasting?
Yeah. Anyways, no, the documentary is so funny. It's just mostly like, it's this woman interviewing other women that are just in bed through Skype. So she's like on her iPhone, and she's just like, if we can only do like 30 seconds or whatever, that's fine. But like, how does this disease like make you feel? And then this other bitch will be like, tired.
What is chronic fatigue syndrome?
Chronic fatigue syndrome. Yeah.
They're just always tired.
Yeah, and then they're always tired or they're in pain. Unless they have something they want to go do. In which case it's like, oh, it was a good day. I was walking again and I didn't need the wheelchair.
Right.
But then it was time to do the dishes. And I had once we got home, the flare-up started again.
Yeah, it flared up.
For some reason, my nice vacation to the Grand Canyon was all I needed to run around and hike. But the second I got home, it was right back to bed.
Something about the energy of the home.
Yeah. No, this woman's poor husband, the whole movie, he's like, he has to set up a camp out in the backyard because she's like, I think it might be the mold in the house or whatever. Uh-huh. So she's making him change his clothes every 20 minutes.
What?
Yeah. Her like husband. And there's a scene where he's like, I just changed my clothes.
Yeah.
And she's like, well, it kind of defeats the whole purpose. If you wore the clothes in the house and come back, we're going to have to throw the tent out and buy a whole new tent. This guy's like, he's like, this feels insane to me.
Yeah.
Can you understand that? And she's like, look, I don't make the rules.
That is so fucking. Did they get divorced?
No, but the final shot of the movie is her like trying to tape him on an iPad, and he's just like pushing it out of his face. She's like, and then there's all these scenes where she's like, I just feel like a burden, and like I'm sapping energy from your life, and he's like, you bring so much joy to my life,
Jesus Christ.
And it's like, no, you can't help that person.
The truth is, you do not.
Yeah.
Even if you did at some point,
yeah,
that's gone from all these extra dumbass chores I have to do.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe she still gives good neck, though.
Nah.
You don't think so?
The whole point is that you don't want to suck dick anymore. That's why you're so tired.
Mm-hmm. Well, what if he just, she opened her mouth and kind of let my man.
Anyways, my thing is I'm angling for I'm gonna wait until people forget I did this episode.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna get diagnosed with chronic fatigue syndrome and live off the dole.
Love that.
That was me.
Do they get any kind of can you get disability for that?
No, I don't know. I don't think we're gonna have a government anymore.
The class for the smart kids,
the fat class,
with all the smart
There
kids,
should be a
which is
fat
where I
class.
was. There should not be a fat class. And
Yeah.
I wouldn't not have been in it.
Your son is in the GT programs. Gifted and talented. They're like, well, girthed and tubby. It's a similar class. It's a
but-
girthy and tubby class.
They just let
It's
him
for
play.
the fatter students because their hands can't wrap around the normal size pencils. You have to have a novelty pencil.
How fat would your hands have to be?
I calculated it's only got 4 buttons. It's for the larger students like Stavros. And instead of desks, we just have beanbag chairs.
That sounds fucking good, dude.
Yeah.
Joke's on you. That sounds pretty cool.
Okay, guys, here's your schedules for the year. As you can see, period 1 is
Lunch.
cafeteria. Period 2 is cafeteria. Period 3 is recess, or you can choose the elective of cafeteria. Period
Honestly,
4,
sounds
applied math. That's mostly figuring out how many cupcakes you can put. Number 5 is science, which is looking through a microscope at your dick. Say, number 7, period 7 is social studies, where we mostly just tell you how to accuse other people of being the ones that smell bad on the bus. Very important in a fat person's life. Number 6 is Spanish, and it's mostly just reading menus.
Eating tacos.
Guapos. Yeah. How to pronounce fajita and mole enchilada.
You joke. That sounds great.
Stop. Did you have the experience as a little kid where you go to a restaurant and like see like all this shit and you're like, damn, that's for adults. Like these.
Oh yeah,
you
and
remember that?
the kid menu.
Yeah.
Did you say
yeah.
that you were too mature for the kid menu when you were like a
No, that's
4-year-old
you.
fat
That is
kid?
you.
No.
You
I
did that.
I would think that a fat
No,
kid
I
would
need.
just-
Excuse me, just a 5-year-old with business cards. Maybe you brought a briefcase to school. You
No
see-
way, dude.
Briefcase filled with baseball cards.
No way, dude.
These are for my office.
I remember.
I don't have a bedroom. I have an office.
I remember a time when my parents took us to the Chinese buffet, and it was like kids under like 11 or something eat a certain, and this fucking lady, like, my mom had to insist that
you
I
were
was
under
11, that I was under the thing. She looked at me, she's like, no, he's got to pay full price. And my mom was like, look, he's
receding
young.
hairline.
Look at his pubes.
Yeah.
I was so fat, they were like, no. They tried to like strong arm my mom into make me pay the regular fucking price.
Sabaros has no pubes, I promise.
Stavros is completely hairless.
He's a smooth boy.
I think I got pubes pretty late in the game.
Yeah, me too. Like 14.
Yeah.
Oh, not
13,
that late.
14. Yeah.
Yeah, I
It
was.
was rough.
I think I was 13, but it was that. It wasn't like.
But you fucked.
It wasn't not at 13.
Didn't you fuck at like
15.
15.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You fucked young.
But that's by that time all their pubes come in. In your mind, it's like puberty takes so long, but that's because like, I mean, compared to now
have
I
no
I just
patience.
let years slip by.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
That's you don't have patience. Yeah, I didn't have patience till like I can't like the woodworking shit I can do. I
Right.
did not have the patience for it till the last like 4 years.
Yeah.
As a younger
Yeah.
man, I was too hot.
All you had patience for was bowling
Yeah,
back
yeah.
in the day.
Oh wow, that already feels like a different episode.
Yeah.
the bowling.
That's how long. That's how long it's been. Well, that should do it for today.
Is that it?